Welcome back to the Black and Gold Report. We're still joined by Coach Anderson. Coach, we're going to take a look at some of the highlights from the Pfeiffer game. Can you go ahead and walk us through them?
Sure. His first highlight is the actual game-winning goal, which came off of a free kick that deflected off the wall, and then Sarah Lundberg redirects the ball into the goal with 4 seconds left in the game. Poetic justice, given that she had missed a penalty kick earlier in the game. Tremendous feeling, tremendous heart and character shown by the kids to score a goal that late. This is another free kick taken by Savannah. She's turned out to be that we actually score on it, but the referee decided not to give us the advantage and gave us a penalty kick, which we then missed. This highlight right here is our equalizer. We had just given up a goal, and lucky for us, we come right back around down the field and score on it and get back in the game. Another near miss right there. We had a lot of opportunities against Pfeiffer, as you can tell by these highlights. This is the actual penalty kick. Sarah Lundberg was asked to take the spot kick, and she just puts a little too much power on it and actually draws wood. She hits a crossbar, and like I said, it's poetic justice that she in the end scores the game-winning goal. She's a tremendous kid, and I put her in a tough spot. I'd not even asked her prior to the game whether she wanted to take a penalty kick or not, and she ended up doing so in the end. We dominated the game, as you could tell by the highlights, but we had to squeak out a win, obviously winning with 4 seconds left.
Well, now you've played the match already by the time this interview has aired, so I encourage viewers to go check UNCPBraves.com for the results. But you have a tough game coming up against Wingate. The Bulldogs probably would be right in there with the thick of things in the PBC. So talk about the first game from 2 perspectives. 1, how big of a rivalry has this game become? And 2, how do games against Wingate prepare you for league play?
Well, this is a huge rivalry. The first game that was ever played in the history of University of North Carolina Pembroke women's soccer was actually played right out here by Lumbee Hall Field. It was a 4-2 loss to Wingate, and that rivalry just took off from there. We're located, geographically speaking, rather close to each other. We're about an hour and a half apart, and it's just we've developed into 2 very solid programs. We've been in the NCAA tournament twice. They've been in the NCAA tournament twice. So it's a very competitive game, and without a doubt, Wingate would be a top-level team in the Peach Belt. We look forward to playing each and every year, and it certainly will make us ready for some of the top-level teams in the PBC, such as the Armstrong Atlantics, the North Georgias, the Columbus States, and the list goes on.
Well, you set lofty expectations for your team every year that you've been here. I know that you lost a couple of key starters off last year's team, but this year's version of the Braves, what are they capable of, and what are some of the keys to your success?
Well, our goal every year is to advance to the national tournament. We have come a game short the last 2 years of making our 3rd trip to the NCAAs. And yes, we lost some key players. Yes, we're very young. Fortunately, we've suffered a couple of serious season-ending injuries during preseason. But our goal remains the same. We aim to get into the NCAA tournament, and we're not backing down from that. I think the kids are excited about the goals we've set, and they're willing to put in the work and try to get us there.
Well, all but 2 of your goals this season have come off the feet of your newcomers. Talk about the new kids this year and how much they've matured already and what they'll mean to the success of the team going forward.
Well, I think we're starting anywhere from 5 to 6 new, as in freshmen or transfer players this season, and obviously it's a good sign that they've started to contribute from the very get-go. It's almost a little frightening how well they've done up until this point. I think the biggest challenge with them is going to be to get them to understand that it's a marathon, it's not a sprint. But I have a lot of faith in our freshman players, and I'm excited to coach them as well as our returning players.
All right, well, thank you, Coach, so much for being on the show today. And thank you for watching this week's edition of the Black and Gold Report. Until next week, go Braves.